Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Hakim bin Muhammad Effendi and my matric number is 1910993 and I am a group member of Peaky Alpha. I will present about introduction. In this introduction, I will talk about what is engineer, case study and our objective. Engineering is a vital and well-trained profession. Engineers are expected to uphold the highest standard of honesty and integrity as a member of the profession. Engineer has a direct and crucial impact on everyone's quality of life. As a result, the service provided by engineers must be honest and impartial, fair and equitable, as well as dedicated to the protection of public health, safety and welfare. Engineers must adhere to professional code of conduct that includes adhering to the highest ethical principle. There is 7 principles of engineering ethics. That is cultural, conflict resolution, empathy, perspective, creativity, stewardship and integrity. The prime of objective of workplace safety program should be to assist in the prevention of workplace injury, illness and fatalities. Employers create detailed plan that serve as a guide in the event of an accident, fire, natural disaster or other emergency. Workplace safety plans also define employer and employees' roles and responsibility when responding to incident. Some employees, for example, are in charge of directing workers to emergency, stairwell or exits. Another goal of workplace safety is to eliminate current hazard in order to improve working conditions. To reduce workplace hazard, mining companies, which have some of the highest rates of work-related injuries and fatalities, may switch to different equipment or use non-toxic chemicals. And thank you.
Assalamualaikum and greetings. My name is Muhammad Haziq bin Ismail, matric number 191091027. I will explain regarding our discussion in the case study. Engineers shall always, without compromise, need to abide by the rule and ethic for engineers. In this case study, a scrap iron welder was killed when a transformer room exploded. During the incident, the victim had received permission from the employer of the construction site to enter the site to buy scrap iron and the transformers. According to the Registration of Engineers Act 1967 revised 2015, Part 4, Code of Conduct, number 34B. A registered person shall at all times hold paramount the safety, health and interest of public. The engineer must follow the act when performing his task and keep his engineering license. As a result, it is important to provide a safer working environment for all those who are directly or indirectly involved at the construction site. As a result, we can avoid any occurrences that could have a detrimental influence in our business, such as the scrap iron wholesaler mishap. For example, in an SPE case 1910, Client B hires Engineer A to conduct a building investigation in order to determine the cause and origin of a fire that resulted in financial loss. During the inspection, Engineer A, who is also a structural engineer, sees that the building is structurally unsound. Engineer A examines the structure and determines that the roof sags and the walls tail outward, due to insufficient lateral constraint. After consulting with Client B, Engineer A also discovered that the structure received a certificate of occupancy from a county building official following the construction adjustment. However, Engineer A believes that while not immediate, the building's collapse posed a threat. Engineer A informs Client B right away and contacts the county building official. Engineer A's phone call to the county building official was not returned. Engineer A also advised the owner to brace the structure to prevent it from collapsing. That is one of the relevant examples that state in NSPE about the building safety issues. Okay, that's all from me and thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Baru Zaman bin Ali, Mankit number 19109148. So today I would like to present for my part. For my part, we talk about OSHA. By referring Occupation Safety and Health Act 1994, or we know as OSHA, Part 7, Section 30, is stated about the establishment of Safety and Health Committee at place of work, and Section 31, function of safety and health. As a professional engineer, we shall take the safety as our first priority compared to other things. By referring our case study, although the scrap iron seller got permission from the employer must bear in mind that he should monitor the scrap seller, as the employer is the one who gives the scrap seller the permission. Besides that, we shall tighten the law at the construction site to prevent any misconduct. For example, from an SPE case number 3011, professional engineer and client didn't immediately handle the fire alarm system malfunction, although they know it will impact on the safety of other workers. Professional engineers should act consistently in response to such obligation and should advise the client on the code requirement. Last but not least, by referring Board of Engineer Malaysia Circular Number 001 Code of Conduct 4.2.1, where it stated that a registered engineer technology shall keep proper record of participation, supervision, inspection of witnessing of activity on site, including the date, time, subject matter, condition of site. This is because any activity in high-risk area must be evaluated before allowing outsiders to enter. This is because it is likely that the person entering the area is a person who has never been exposed to personal safety. Next, section 1.2.5, we say that when the professional advice of a registered professional engineer with practicing certificate is overruled or amended contrary to his advice, the registered professional engineer with practicing certificate shall, if the amendment may, in his opinion, give rise to a situation that may endanger the safety, health and interest of the public, notify his employer or client and such other authority, and may be appropriate and explain the consequences to be expected as a result of its advice being overruled or amended. Therefore, every single engineer should take safety advice first from someone who is more professional than him. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akmal bin Muhammad Nasir and my matric number is 19109125. I would like to conclude about the case study. To sum up, the overall accident happened above due to the lack of safety measure by the employer in charge of the construction site. Based on the Registration of Engineer Act 1967, revised 2015, Part 4, Code of Conduct number 24B, the registered employer must always monitor every electrical appliance and machine running on the electricity throughout the site. The appliances used, such as the transformer, also need to be inspected regularly and replace any of the part in case, even if they had a slight defect, to avoid unexpected incidents such as an explosion. This is also in line with the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, OSHA Part 4, Section 30 and Section 31, which propose that each worker and client involved in the construction site should consult the Safety and Health Committee before handling or working in that area. If any incident occurs, the person in charge during that time at least should be able to take precaution steps to prevent injuries or heavy loss for the company. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Nuraiman Shafiq in the first company. Matric number 1910910774. I would like to continue the conclusion part that I did with Akmal. First of all, a registered person shall at all times hold paramount safety, health and interest of the public. It is unethical for us to proceed the project ignoring the safety of other workers and clients. Other than that, every engineer should take safety advice from someone who is more professional than them. making sure any activity in high-risk area evaluated before allowing outsiders to enter is also important to avoid unimaginable things happening. We must be responsible to take proper action on the things we can control. If unexpected things happen, we must take quick action to properly handle the problem. Be prepared for the worst case scenario. These are the crucial responsibilities of a resident electrical engineer working as a professional engineer. Based on this case study, we recommend to make overall test run on the checkup first with professional people before proceeding with real work. I think that's all from us. Thank you very much. Have a good day.